we're passing through the small town of Strawberry right now, and we're headed to the Mogollon Rim to find a free camping spot for the night. If you've been following along my journey, you know I was living in my van full-time with just my dog Cagney for a few months. Now I'm living in it part-time with my boyfriend Skylar and his dog Zeus. In this video, I wanted to talk a bit about the transition from solo van life to living as a couple in a tiny home, how I afford van life, and I also hope you'll stay tuned until the end to hear about a big project I have planned for the summer.
We've camped before. I think it was this turn, so we're gonna go check.
Living alone means you don't have to compromise. You can explore every whim, choose each destination, and make your own decisions without consulting anyone. But traveling with a partner means you have someone to share the beauty of life on the road with. You may have less personal space in your home, but when your backyard is an ever-evolving landscape of trees, mountains, and never-ending views, you don't seem to notice the 72 square foot living quarters you've condensed your life down to. It also means you have someone to split the driving and chores with, and you can have conversations with someone other than your dog. People often ask me how I afford van life. The truth is, van life can be a very cheap lifestyle. I don't pay rent and usually park the van in free spots that are off-grid, so to speak. That means dispersed camping on forest roads and national forest and BLM land. I usually just Google these spots beforehand or use apps like Allstays to find free campgrounds. You can typically stay in these places for 2 weeks at a time legally. I also don't have to pay for utilities since I get my electricity from my solar panels on the roof of my van and my water from free sources like gas stations. So the only real living expenses are my cell phone plan, gas, and food. To pay for those, I currently use my savings, and I make a little bit of income through freelance writing and partnering with like-minded brands to do affiliate marketing. At the end of the day, my monthly expenses add up to about $350, whereas my life in New York City used to cost me about $2,000 a month. So van life is much cheaper. Skylar and I have known each other for over 10 years, so even though we just started dating 5 months ago, we work well as a team. It feels like the transition was particularly easy because our friendship really developed while rock climbing together in college. When you're climbing up a mountain, being belayed by your partner on the ground, good communication and trust are extremely important. There's no sugarcoating your needs or fears when your partner literally holds your life in their hands. So clear communication comes naturally to us, and has made the whole sharing a tiny space thing relatively smooth. Cheers.
Cheers.
As long as I prepare the coffee the night before so that it's ready to go with a flick of a switch in the morning, then my days usually start off on the right track. The thing I love about van life is how simplified my routine has become. I don't have to commute to work because I work remotely from my laptop, and Skylar is currently finishing up his degree in communications. I get to be with my dog all day, and my job is basically doing things I'm passionate about. So my days are filled with hiking, being out in nature, and taking pictures and videos of my lifestyle. then my nights are filled with writing and editing pictures and videos I took throughout the day. I'm not living luxuriously, but I'm happy and each day is a new adventure. I'm also really grateful that I can now share my van life journey with someone special. So without further ado, the big project announcement. Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Skylar.
And we are creating The Giving Journey, which is a documentary that's exploring voluntourism and ecotourism as a means to travel with a purpose and more affordably. So it's basically going to be a 2.5-month backpacking trip around Central America this summer, and we're going to be showing you how you can completely transform the types of trips you're taking around the world, and in doing so make your experiences more meaningful. And we want you to be a part of that journey. So we've created a Patreon page and we'd like you to be a patron of ours. And what that means is basically that you become a supporter of the documentary in whatever way you can afford. So the lowest way you can contribute is $1 a month pledge, and that will give you access to the documentary when it's finished. You can find out more about all of that at our Patreon page, which we'll link to in the description of this video. So go check it out and please come along with us. We'd love to hear your input, your feedback, any questions you might have.
So come join us on Patreon.
If learning about ways to travel the world on a budget doesn't interest you, no problem. You should still subscribe to my YouTube channel because I will be making more van life videos here.